How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to another Canadian video games channel. Here playing some more Kerbal Space Program, where we have a couple of Kerbals in the Mark 13, just floating around Minmus. Not enough fuel to get home. So we're gonna go and rescue them. That's the plan anyways. We'll see how well that works. The vehicle assembly building. Now, what do we have to work with here? 13 was the last one we built. So let's take a look at that one. Yeah, that was the rescue vehicle that ended up not having quite enough fuel. And now we need to rescue 2 Kerbals instead of just 1. So we are going to go ahead and use the Command Pod Mark 1-3 as our re-entry vehicle. So we're going to go ahead and put a heat shield on that. I'd like to do that first, so before I forget. Put a heat shield and we can put some parachutes. We'll put a big old parachute on there, which is semi-deployment pressure 0.04 atmospheres, full deployment altitude 1,000 meters, max safe deploy speed 264 meters per second. I think it'll be fine with just that and some drag chutes. So we'll go ahead and put on some drag chutes. And that's probably good. That's probably good enough. We do want a antenna or other such communications array, so and we don't need 2 of those. Nice and centered. And we will. There we go. Kind of pointed up a little bit. I just think it looks a little bit better that way rather than just sticking straight out. Although it is not quite vertical. There we go. That looks better to me. So this is our final stage. So we are going to need a decoupler. Big one. There we go. Now we're going to need the return home stage. Fuel tank and engine. Oh, and we're going to want some ability to control this thing. We don't have the really big wheel. We've got the big wheel and we've got the small wheel. So we've got the big wheel, we've got the small wheel. Reaction wheels, we don't have anything better. Maybe, how much RCS? How much monopropellant should you carry? 30 monopropellant. Is that enough that we could just stick a couple thruster blocks on this and that's enough? Don't know. Maybe we take this off. We go ahead and throw a big old stabilizer on top like that to try and give us some control. We'll also have gimbaling engines, which should help. At this point, we do want a fuel tank. A return trip fuel tank. We don't want we don't need the biggest fuel tank. Maybe the 16. Maybe. Is that going to be enough fuel? How much fuel does this come with? 880 oxidizer. What does the Poodle burn through? 8 per second. So that gives us 110 seconds of burn. That should be enough. Yeah, that should be enough. Alright, so we need another decoupler. We can throw that down there, and then we can go ahead. We could do a fairing. just because that kind of looks cool, and we've unlocked the new fairing. Here we are. So we can go ahead and do. Ooh. There we go. we do a fairing. That one looks quite terrible. We don't really have anything that sticky outy. Let's see here. Can we go for how? That looks mostly aerodynamic. That's probably fine. That'll be the tip of the iceberg. The tip of the rocket iceberg. So, fuel tanks. We're going to want a big one. Oh, that one's a bit small. Rocket Max 64. Boom. And then we'll put down our main engine, which will be a skipper. There we go. That's the main lift engine and Ascension fuel tank. But we're going to want a bit more thrust than that. And just having 2 stages isn't going to be great, because I want to be able to use this to also get 2 Minmus, and then just use this to get back from Minmus and to slow down before re-entry. So we'll go ahead and put on some decouplers. We'll go for radial decouplers. We'll go for 2 radial decouplers. And then we can go ahead and get... Well, we could... Oh, right, we've got other engines now. That's a big boy. What are you... Hold on. Right, I've unlocked some new engines. And things. Right, so what do? You've got a lot of thrust, and you actually carry some of your own... Okay, hold on. The liquid fuel booster system is a single powerful piece of engineering. Instead of relying on single engines or solid rocket boosters, the KR-1-1X2 employs 2 modified KR-1 engines, fed by a built-in fuel system as a source of its immense lifting power. All that self-contained goodness comes at the cost of not having a mounting point for its underside and not being quite as efficient as dedicated engines. It also comes at a literal cost as well. Yes, it would be quite expensive, but money is no object. Okay, well, actually, let's put you on here then. That seems fine. Put a couple really big engines on that, yeah. Then we'll want some aerodynamical stuff. That is very small. That definitely won't fit. I'll have to put on the big nose cone. Can we color any of these things? We can decide if we want to have the flag on there or not. Well, the flag is fine. Back to structural. I'm gonna want some struts. To hold these things in place. Another pair of struts. Just to keep them from pushing themselves in at it. There we go, that's pretty good. And we'll put on some of these stabilizers. I'm thinking this could do quite well. And actually, I wouldn't mind putting a fuel duct just right in here, feeding into the old girl, so that once in orbit, we've got full fuel. Yeah, this is gonna work. This is gonna work. This is gonna be good. All right, so we want all of these to release at the same time. We want all of our engines to release at the same time. Then we dump those, dump the air shell, dump the final engine, or dump the gas tank, start the final engine, dump the engine, and then we want to put the drag chutes in their own separate stage. Yes! And this is the Mark 14. There we go. Kerbal Mark 14. I got a feeling that this one could be good. So we go to the crew and we will take Jedko and Makdred Kerman off because we need the seats for everybody else. Would it be worth trying to set up a docking port, or do we just want to have the guys go EVA and pop over? That's probably going to be how we do it. So I think this is pretty much good to go at this point. I wouldn't mind having some Separatrons or whatever, but haven't unlocked those. And yeah, those are some pretty big solid rocket boosters. So let's go to the launch and go rescue Valentina and Bill Kerman, I think. We're flying with Bob? Yeah, because we killed Jeb. Right, forgot about that. Sorry, Jeb. So we'll have that on. We'll have the thrust up. And... Ooh! Oh yeah, that is a lot of oomph. That is some significant oomph. Yep, that is... This thing is quick. It is very quick. And we are burning through fuel very quickly. Very quickly indeed. Oh boy. Oh, that wasn't good. Let's revert flight. Oh, it was going so well. I think what I need to do is turn 90 degrees once we're up there before launch. Just go ahead and turn this around. And it's still... Oh, that's not the way I wanted to go, actually. Oh, this is no good either. This is revert to launch. Okay, I'll figure this out. Hold on. I'll get over to 45, turn sideways, dump the boosters. It'll be fine. Let's go! Alright. Just get a couple 100 meters between us and the ground, and start heaving her over. Just get her across there. There's 10,000 meters. There's 45 degrees. let's get this turned around to the right. There we go. That's... And we can just tilt this right over. Just... Oh, we can go ahead and kill that. That's plenty. That's plenty. So we'll just go out here, add a maneuver node, and just bring that up to about there. Maybe we tweak it a little bit here. There, that's good. So we'll adjust to maneuver node. That's a 1 minute long burn to pull that off. And the debris will hit ground before too terribly long. But we've got plenty of fuel. Even though it looked like we're running pretty low there. I think that's just graphically it does that. So we can actually go ahead and dump that stuff. The fairings. It's looking pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, that's not bad. That's very red. That's very red. Like it's almost like it's really hot for some reason. So, and there's the Mark 10 debris still floating around Kerbin. Still hasn't crashed or burned out or anything of interest. Ooh, speaking of interesting things, we should go ahead and deploy the Communitron so that we have connection with Kerbin, even when we get out towards Minmus, which is that way and up a bit, which is rather unfortunate. We might try to meet it later. No promises. So there we can see the debris is already moving back down. No big concerns about that. Yeah, the main stage of this rocket here seems to be quite powerful. So we should be able to move quite interesting things out and about, going off to Minmus and the Mun and beyond. Got Bob on board. Currently suborbital. But we are in position to do our burn. So we'll go ahead and do that. Yes, that's a very long burn. But it's not chewing up the fuel too quickly. I mean, like, it's making progress on it. I don't pretend that that's not happening. It's definitely making some progress through the fuel, but it's not too terrible. We'll probably have more than enough to get out to Valentina and Bill. Bob. We have Bob here. Bob is the one flying the ship right now. That should work out just fine. So that would be a good thing to see. I like how quickly our mass is dropping. It's kind of fun. So, rescuing some Kerbals. Fortunately, we couldn't rescue Jeb. He unfortunately passed away. And just bring that right on up to there. Good. Now, Minmus. We have an ascending node and a descending node. I'm going to start at the descending node. We'll add a maneuver to stretch that out to a Mun encounter, which I hadn't anticipated. And there's a miss. Oh, actually, I might just... There we go! We've got a Minmus encounter just like that. So we encounter it. What's our periapsis? 1,000 meters? Minmus periapsis. Oh, that goes the wrong way. Can we bring that down a bit? 700,000, 600,000, 400,000. Because presumably this is taking less fuel to perform at this stage, and it will also make it easier to land at that stage. Just under 300. I think just under 300 right there is going to be the best we can do, which is actually very nice. It's a very good looking encounter. And we actually hit that pretty much back. That is very nice. Very, very nice. We could just go ahead and warp around to our launch. And it even involves a return trip, which is kind of funny in a way. And this will all be on the one burn, which is good. We'll be able to maintain this fuel tank a bit longer. No bad thing. And I believe we need about 19 seconds from the node to fire up the engine. And we should be able to pull this off quite nicely. So, here we go. Apoapsis is climbing. And then once we're around Minmus, we'll work on maneuvering to and removing Kerbals from the Mark 13. Which is, I think, a reasonable thing for us to achieve. Maneuver, do a small correction burn, and we're 18 days away. Ooh, it's kind of a long wait there. Don't think we have it quite right. So we'll just move over here. Just line this up ourselves. It's a very delicate thing. Oh, that was way off. Way off. Way off. Alright, back to retrograde. More correction burns. Although, oh, I think we do actually have an encounter. I'm going to try to just touch this in just a little bit closer. Just get it that little bit. Oh, I can't hit it fast enough. But we do have an encounter at Minmus. I'm just gonna warp around to this side so we can maybe see things a little bit better. Here comes Minmus. Here we go. So we want to go to here. Our periapsis is 308,000. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. As we await the approach of our target. Okay. So, new target. And we want to go to the periapsis and burn retrograde. That's a good one. This is going to require us to dump this tank and move on to the next tank. So, okay. We're not quite in line. Ooh. Let's see if we can't organize this a little bit better. Ooh. 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 No, 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 no. That making it worse. That's making it worse. Ooh. Oh, that can bring us right down. Right down at them. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'll leave it there for now. And how long of a burn do we need? 13 seconds. So we can go ahead and get a bit closer. We are going to have to dump some fuel. Actually, if we enable crossfeed, and then no, that's not what I want. No, I don't think that's important. Alright, so we want to speed this up for a little while we get into the final minute and get close to those final seconds where we're going to want to fire off all of the engine power for a few seconds and get ourselves in a nice orbit around Minmus that we can then attempt to force into a similar orbit as our Minmus expedition, our two failed Minmus expeditions, one to actually land and one to rescue the person who landed because the landing didn't go great, and then now this one to go and rescue the rescue and the landing because the rescue didn't go great either. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. So, here we go. We are unfortunately going to be leaving this fuel tank just floating in space. Not much we can do about that. Alright. Let's see what we are working with here. We want to add a maneuver node here. And we want to drop in... Ooh, what do we got here? Intersection... Oh, I can't read that. Stop. There we go, okay. 30 kilometers off. Okay. Can we bring that closer? Not great, not great. We do want to see orbits align. And then we want to bring that... Yeah, that's good. That's good. We'll go with this. That's a 3-second burn. That gets us pretty close to what we want. We'll just warp around to here. That has got... Oh. That might... I have no idea where that's going to go. It won't be around Minmus in any case. So what is our encounter here? 42 kilometers away. Interesting. Interesting, very interesting. This is only a 3-second burn, using up hardly any fuel. In just a few seconds, we'll fire that off and adjust our trajectory, and then work at getting closer to our target. Oop. Already missed. Stopped paying attention and I missed it. Alright. Okay, so our periapsis, their periapsis. So let's go retrograde, see if we can't bring those into alignment. Yeah, that's pretty good. Now at this point, what are we going to want to do here? We want to play with this until we can get our intersections very close. I can't even... Separation, 0.4 kilometers. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Move to maneuver. Where are you off to anyways? I have no idea. So we'll switch over to the maneuver node. That's going to take us... How long is that going to take us? A second. Ooh. And we'll get to see just how far off we are from running into the main station there. Main station? Station. It's not a station. Alright. So we need to get this burn just right. So just gotta get it right. Just gotta get it just right. It's just a few more seconds. Because we want to be able to pull off that intersect. Here we go. Come on. How good is that? How good is that? How good is that? 4.1 kilometer. Ooh, too much. No. Prograde. We need to speed up a little bit. Oh, this is painful. Separation 2 kilometers. 0.2 kilometers. There we go. There we go. And that's not super. Let's just go for a quick time warp. And we will face our target. Oop, anti-target. That's not helping. That's not helping at all. Okay, face the target. Bring that target's velocity down. Okay, this is... Okay, we are moving towards the target. That's good. And now retrograde. Just let it coast close. Just let it coast in there. And hopefully we don't lose our altitude. Oh boy. That's less great. That is less great. Just going towards it. And we'll go retrograde until our comparative speed is effectively 0. And face target. Anti-target. Until we're a little bit closer and... Ooh. Face targets. Oh, I think we are in orbit. Good. Now I need... Not you, the other one. Not... Oh, shoot. What did I do? What did I do? We bounced into each other. Where are you? There we go. I need to... Bill, go EVA. Here we go. 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 Oop, 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 oop. Get on board. Good. Now. Ah. Just don't have a target. Don't. Valentina. Hi. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Come on. Here we go. Here we go. Yes! Yes! Woo! Alright. We've got a full team on board. Yes! And we've got half a tank of gas. So, let's just zoom out a bit here. And we want to be heading back for Kerman. For Kerbin. I keep saying Kerman, but no, it's Kerbin. You know what? Set as target. Unset target. Oh, this is... Okay. So we're going to want to take our periapsis and just... That's the wrong way around, isn't it? Whoa. Bit much. Bit much. It's not really pointing us back towards Kerbin. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Bring it down. Bring it down. Up a little bit. Yeah. There. You know what? It'll do for now. It will do for now. Oh, we're gonna get everybody back home. Hey! It only took, what, 4 hours? To go to Minmus and come back? Because everyone kept getting, like, lost and... Actually, let's just pull this down to our periapsis. Let's see if we can't tweak this a little bit. What do we need to get? That gets us an escape. And then another escape? I don't know what to make of that. Oh, I'm sure this is fine. I'm sure this is fine. All right. Let's get down to that. Couple seconds. Do our first burn here. And then I guess at periapsis we'll try and do a retrograde burn to get back to Kerbin. Oh, I did it again. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, that'll do. What's it gonna take for us to get back? Ooh, that's actually pretty good if we can get the Mun to bring us down. Just make sure that our Mun periapsis doesn't go too far. Ooh, nope. We need a little bit more. All right, let's bring that up to a safe height. There we go. It's a 7-second burn to pull that off, and we'll get a quick Mun encounter that will bring us home, and then we can bring that down. That'll be good. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be good. We need that somewhere out here. So first, we leave Minmus. Yeah. I'm still following... Am I still following Minmus? I'm still focused on Minmus. I don't want to be focused on Minmus. How do I don't know how to change my focus off of that. Oh, but now we can actually see you. Oh, this is... Okay, no, I know, I can't... we'll just jump around from place to place until... There we go. That should allow us to... Ooh. So the maneuver is 12 minutes. Let's... Oop. Warp to next maneuver. Sure, let's just do that. Maybe that's a good idea. Who knows? I don't know when it's going to drop me out of warp. Okay. No, that's quite acceptable. That is quite acceptable. Good stuff, good stuff. I will make sure to use that more in the future. Okay. Comnet normal, full crew control, signal strength 96%. All is well aboard the Kerbal Mark 14. Ready to return to Kerbin with the help of the Mun. Maneuver node in 20 seconds. Burn time estimated to 7 seconds. To adjust our velocity 161.7 meters per second. In an apparent retrograde fashion, by the look of things. Because that's how I set it up. And that gets us... Oh, let's just nix that. Okay, we need to burn prograde for a second, I think. That gets us periapsis 400,000. Go back to retrograde. And... oh, I hope our Mun encounter isn't too violent. Because I think it might be. I think it might be. Okay, hold on. Let's go prograde. Just keep on trucking here. Might have taken this a bit. No, that's not working at all. Let's go back to retrograde. If I take it this way, can I swing this around through the other side? There we go. There's a periapsis, and there's a Mun periapsis, and we can probably tweak these until they're just right. That's probably a bit much. Go back to retrograde. Let's just... There's very, very fine tuning here. 50,000 is probably still too much. 105,000, 300,000. Yeah, that's good. That's good. So, then we add a maneuver node here, and we bring that down, and we see how far we can bring it down until we run out of fuel. Can we bring it right down to there's circular and on the ground? We can drop quite a lot of speed. We drop quite a lot of speed indeed, yes. Very good. I like that. Alright, that's our next maneuver. Ooh. What is this? What is this? What is this? What is this? Hold on. Something's gone wrong. Okay, this we're not doing. Retrograde? No. That's not fixing this. Prograde. I don't know what happened there. But I don't like it. How do I get that warp? Cannot auto warp so far. Well, let's go here then. This time nothing goes crazy. Good. Still can't auto warp quite that far. Alright, well, let's warp through the Mun encounter. Okay. Now alright, fine, let's warp. Sometimes this auto warp feature is just a pain. Alright. Warp to next maneuver. There we go. There we go indeed. We're coming in at a very strange angle. And we are positioned to maneuver the nodes. Got a 28-second burn. It's not bad. Get an entire mission done in a single episode. And we've got a rocket that we know can get us to Minmus and back. Although setting up a whole lander and everything might be a bit extra to try and take along. Although I definitely want to try and pull that off. Although maybe the Mun first. A little bit easier to get to and from. A little bit easier to run a rescue mission to as well. And wrong button, there we go. And I'll bring our Apoapsis, not Apoapsis, Periapsis. It'll turn our Apoapsis into our Periapsis and bring our Periapsis down. Which will be good. I want to see that hit about 100,000 meters? No. Yeah. And that's pretty good. So let's go ahead and add another maneuver node here and just see how much we can carve off. And that's... ooh, that's too much. Alright, so we're gonna have to... yeah, we can't quite take off enough to take it to ground on the first pass here. So we're going to want to leave some gas in the tank. Right. Got 4 seconds of burn for this one. And then we're going to want to just bring that down. Just like so. That shouldn't take up too much fuel. Drop ourselves around, Kerbal. This is good. This is very good. Just a few seconds out from this next burn. What is... It's all looking good at this point. Just about time to burn. just focus on the next burn. And we will warp to the maneuver node. And prepare for re-entry. Which is all good. It's all good. We can actually just set this retrograde and burn until... Yeah, that's pretty good. We'll call it there. We'll do an air brake. Let's set you anti-normal. I don't know what that's gonna... where that's gonna point me in relation to what. There we are. And we will eject that. Point ourselves retrograde. And now we wait for entry. So we'll just go ahead and just boost this up as far as it'll go. And it will alter the auto warp, or the warp, until such time as we've entered the atmosphere. And this is going to be, I hope, our only entrance, because yeah, we're going pretty deep into the atmosphere. If that doesn't slow us down enough to stop, I don't know what will. So, coming in for the final touchdown at the end of our journey. And yeah, we're watching our antenna broken by aero forces. Well, that's all right. I should have brought that in. Oh, we're coming in. We're coming in very quick. Very quick. Oh, I hope the speed bleeds off properly. Seems to be doing just that, so... Yep, here we come. 400,000. Under 400,000. Here we go, under 300,000. And yeah, we're already set to crash. Good! Well, we're not going to crash. We're going to deploy the parachutes before then, but, you know, all the rest of it. Let's just take a look inside and just see. I haven't been inside this cockpit before. Alright, so it's 3 wide. That's the hatch. You can see our speed, our surface speed is dropping. They've got roll bars and stuff, which is good, probably. Yep, lots of fire. It's very cool. View. No, that's not how I... Don't know how to change the view. How do I change the view back? It's not... camera? There we go. So, we are through the thickest part of the... or into the thicker part of the atmosphere. We've burnt off pretty much all of our speed. And we're actually in a position we can fire off the drag chutes. So, let's do that. And we can probably turn the SAS off at this point. We're probably in a good position in that regard. And let's just go ahead and turn on the interior overlay. That's pretty cool. They do have that hatch running right through the middle there for when it's used for docking purposes or what have you. And they've got monopropellant tanks, some batteries. I like that they modeled all of that. That's cool. Even if they're just visual models, it's still cool. And I think we're going to be landing over the ocean somewhere. I can't tell. It's dark out. Oh no, this is land. Okay. Cool. And the chutes should fully deploy very soon. They should fully deploy very soon. There we go. And that brings our speed down to 50, 40... Oh, bits have landed. 40 meters per second. We launched the main chute, which should deploy by about 1,000 meters. And we don't need that anymore. There we go. We must be about 1,000 meters above ground. And that drops our speed down to... Oh my! It's not quite as slow as I was hoping for. That's going to be a tad violent. Any of this say just how much of a hit they can take? Let's take a crew report. Just some cheeky crew report. All right, yeah, this is going to be a little rough. Hopefully nothing breaks. Okay, so definitely need more parachutes than that. Gotcha. I'm not going to time warp just because the time warp can be a little bit funny with landings. So I'm just going to leave that alone. And we're just going to land this in real time. A little R&D badge on the back. And yep, we broke the antenna. Cool. Actually, if we get a chance to land, we might be able to see Bill go and fix it. Bill, I believe Bill can fix that. If we land in one piece. Alright, 9. We're under 10 meters per second, which... Okay, that's... I'm happier with that. I'd like to see it below 8, but I don't think that's going to happen. Ooh. This is coming down a little on the quick side. It's a little on the quick side. Oh... So the heat shield broke. But everyone else is okay. So, Bill, we'll just take you out on EVA. And are we close enough to do anything with that? No. So we'll just ooh, come on, Bill. Come on, focus. Focus, Bill. Around this way. Here we go. Come on, Bill. Let's see if we can fix this. Bill, come on, Bill. Bill, I guess we can't fix this. No, don't. There we go. No, Bill, focus. Get back on board. We'll send the crews to come pick you up. Oh, Bill, come on. There we go. Back on board. Recover the vessel. We're not going to get a ton of science for this, but we are going to get our crew members back. And, oh, actually, recovery of vessel returned from a suborbital flight on Minmus did have some inherent value. Cool. We'll get the whole crew back. So, let's just go to the tracking station and remove some of the garbage that is now floating around everywhere. So you are still periapsing at 63,567. This is never going to hit anything and will be terminated. The Mark 10 debris. Wow, that is an orbit that could eventually hit Minmus. I am kind of curious. Will it ever hit? It's on an escape trajectory, it says. And you, now that we've let a few days pass, are you any closer to hitting? I don't think so. I think you're actually in a stable orbit, which is slightly frustrating. Oh well. Everyone's home. Everyone's home safe. So we don't have enough to research anything. We didn't get enough science for that. But we can now do, I believe, a proper mission to the Mun with a full landing and the crew and all of that good stuff. Until next time, have a good one.